Welcome to Yehewin Yoga. Today is the second part of the Befriending Your Body series. Today we'll be focusing on respecting your body for how it is in this present moment. I invite you to begin by just noticing your breath. If you like, you can begin to bring movement as you circle your body in one direction. Just moving with your breath, maybe inhaling as you circle forwards and exhale as you circle back. Noticing how your hips and body are feeling right now. The areas of openness or tension. And using this awareness to inform your practice. Let's begin to rotate in the opposite direction. Continue to breathe as you circle. So use this awareness to know where our edge is, knowing which pose or variation that feels good to practice or which ones to maybe not practice today. Inhale to stillness and raise the arms up overhead and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale arms down. Once more, inhale arms up, exhale down. Let's make our way to a tabletop for a cat-cow. We'll have your hands stacked below your shoulders and knees below your hips. As you inhale, looking up, and exhale and arch your back. Inhale to look up for cow, exhaling to cat. Just moving with your breath. Inhaling to look up and exhaling to arch. Warming up the spine. And we'll come to stillness. Maybe shaking your hips side to side or finding any movement here in your tabletop pose. Recircling the hips in one direction. And switching directions. Noticing how your body is feeling today. We'll come back to stillness. Maybe coming to a wide-legged child's pose. You can always have a block or pillow underneath your chest. Or a pillow below your hips as well for support. Just noticing how this child's pose feels for you today. Each day is different. Inhale, coming back to tabletop, just crawling the hands a little bit forwards to make our way to our tummies. Zipping the legs together behind you, arms at your sides. Setting up for baby cobra as we inhale to peel up. Exhale back to the earth. Inhale up again. Exhaling down. Last time inhaling up. Maybe looking over your shoulders if that feels comfortable. Exhale back to the earth. Make our way back to tabletop. If you like, you can either stay here. We're going to inhale to raise your right arm in the air and left leg. You can stay here or on your next exhale, curling opposite arm and leg towards each other underneath your torso. Moving with your breath, inhaling up, exhaling to curl. Just working your core. Exhale, arms down. Taking a moment to breathe before we switch sides. Exhale down, inhale up. Noticing how this core work feels for you today. Each day is different. It's working within the boundaries of each day. Come making your way to a downward dog, maybe pedaling out your feet. Or you can be in stillness. Maybe shaking your head, yes and no, and breathing naturally and fully. If you like, you can stay in stillness or just begin to lift the backs of your feet, coming to the top tippy toes, moving with your breath as you inhale up, exhale down. Heels might not come to the ground, that's okay. Come to a standing forward bend. Maybe grabbing your opposite elbows if you like, finding some movements, shaking your head, yes and no. Just like with any relationship, setting boundaries can be a form of respect. So just noticing that within your own relationship with yourself, knowing where your edge is with each of these postures that we take today. Inhale, rolling up nice and slow to stand. Rolling your shoulders back, breathing, noticing how that little flow was for you right now. Rolling your arms forwards. You're going to take mountain pose to feel grounded. So have your feet stacked below your hips, your arms strong and intentional out by your sides. Breathing, noticing how your body is feeling right now, how you're feeling mentally and emotionally as well. Inhale the arms up. You can also lift your heels if you like as well. It's optional. Working with variations to know and practice where your boundaries are within your practice. Inhale the arms up and exhale one arm down and stretching the other over. Inhale the arms up and stretching side bend to the other. Just gonna do that once more on each side. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale arms up. Exhale arms down to your sides. You can widen your feet if you like. And finding any movement that feels comfortable to warm up your spine and body. You can lift your heels if you like. Letting your arms to sway, patting the back. Moving at your own pace today. Breathing. Maybe your arms come a bit higher to your shoulders. Maybe they stay out by your hips. Or taking any other movement that feels comfortable for you. Begin to slow down back to stillness and center. Bring the feet a bit closer together, standing at the top of your mat. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, diving down. Inhale for half lifts, and exhale down. Stepping the legs back, coming down to your tummies as you inhale out for baby cobra. Exhale down, making your way to downward dog. Finding stillness, and on your next inhale, bringing your left leg to the front of the mat for a low lunge. Dropping the right leg, right knee down, maybe having a blanket under your knee or rolling your mat. Just noticing that your front knee is stacked over your ankle to protect your knee joint. Noticing if your hips are leveled. And if you like, you can move in this pose, curling the back toes. Exhaling to find half splits. Inhale to low lunge. Exhale, straightening the front leg. Inhale forwards. Moving with your breath. Working within the range of motion that is comfortable for you today, and respecting that edge, that boundary. It's going to hang out here in half splits, noticing the length of your spine, breathing, maybe flexing your foot. We're going to inhale, coming down for a lizard pose. So maybe turning the front foot slightly outwards. You can stay there or come to your forearms. Just working within your edge, working within your boundary today. Feeling a stretch in your hips. You can come deeper if you like. Continuing to breathe. Using your body both for support, but also to stretch as well. Inhale, coming back up. Taking a moment in tabletop to stretch, to switch sides. So we're bringing your right leg forwards and your left leg is back. Knee can be on a blanket or rolling the mat for support. Leveling the hips. Feeling stretch but support in your legs. And finding movement as you breathe. Exhale back. Moving the knee, the front knee, bending and straightening. Arming up the leg. And as you breathe, just noticing how this stretch feels for you. If there's any sharp pain, just taking a break and finding a pose that feels comfortable for you. And exhale, just taking a moment to be in half splits, to stretch the hamstrings, the backs of your legs. Noticing the length in your spine. On your next inhale, coming to lizard pose. So both hands are in the inside of your leg. Your front toes can be pointed slightly out. It can be up, or it can come down to your forearms or further if you like. Working with how you are today. Feeling a stretch in your hips. Breathing. And observing any differences in the two sides of your body. Each day is different. Some days might be able to go deeper or not as deep. Inhale, coming back to a standing forward bend. Half splits. Inhale to roll up. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, arms down. It's going to take some sun salutations. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, down. Inhale for half back. Coming down to the floor on your tummies. Inhale for baby cobra. Exhale to the earth. Finding your downward dog. Inhale. You can either step or float your feet up to your hands when you're ready. Standing forward bend and looking up half. Exhale down. Inhale, peeling all the way up to stand, arms overhead. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, arms up overhead, maybe a back bend. Exhale down. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale down. Making your way to your tummies, whatever way is comfortable. Maybe coming up for a baby cobra and exhaling down. Inhale, finding your downward dog. Making your way to your hands, top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, rolling all the way up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale up. Exhale, arms down to your sides. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, diving down. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale down. You can jump or step your feet back if you like, making your way to your tummies. Inhale to look up. Exhale back to the earth. Coming to a downward dog. We're going to take a little bit different variation here. So if you like, you can inhale your left leg up and then bring it up, stepping it up to a high lunge. Finding a comfortable position for your hands, maybe on your hips, out to the sides or up in the air overhead. Noticing that your knee doesn't go in front of your ankle. Come back to downward dog. Just to switch sides. Inhale the right leg up, stepping it through for a high lunge. Inhale, coming up. Leveling your hips, finding a comfortable spot for your hands. Opening up the chest. And exhale the arms back down to the ground. And stepping your leg back. Maybe coming down to your tummies. You can take a child's pose or Vinyasa here. If you're in child's pose, take a moment to breathe, or else you can stay in, coming to downward dog if you like. So inhale, meeting everyone in downward dog. Inhale, stepping your feet up to your hands. Inhale for half lifts. Exhale down. Inhale, rolling way up. Exhale, arms down. Breathing. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, diving down. Inhale for half lift. Exhale, dropping down to your stomach. Inhale for a baby cobra. Exhale back to the ground. Inhaling to downward dog. Inhale your right leg up and making it through to a high lunge. Inhale to rise for your lunge. And twisting back your back foot for warrior two. Have your arms up. Maybe bring the palms to the ceiling and rotating the palms back down to the earth to open your shoulders. Having your knee stacked above your ankle. And exhale that arm down to your front leg for a side angle pose. Trying to find length from the tips of your fingers to the bottoms of your toes, stretching your side body. Inhale back to warrior two, straightening both legs, tilting your hips back and your arms forward, coming to triangle. You can rest your hand on a block if you like, your thigh, or letting your hand to float. Inhale, rising up. Both toes pointed towards the long side of your mat, making our way to a wide-legged forward bend. Exhaling, coming down with the neutral back. Making any adjustments if you like, maybe a micro bend in your knees if you like. You can stay in stillness or maybe coming to one leg for a stretch here. Or you can take any other variation in this wide-legged forward bend. Breathing. Coming to center, making your way to stretch on the opposite leg. Just breathing and noticing how this bend and forward bend feels for you today. Inhale back to center. You're making your way comfortably to stand. Whenever you're ready, taking your time. It's going to do the lunge in the opposite direction. Arms can be comfortable. Exhaling the back foot back for warrior two, feet and arms. Maybe rotating the palms up to the ceiling and exhaling palms down, opening up the shoulders. Knees stacked above your front ankle. We'll bring that arm down to your knee and sweeping that upper arm overhead for a side stretch. Long line from your toes to your fingertips. Inhale, rising back up. Straightening both legs to make to triangle. Just having the intention to stack your shoulders. You may or may not be able to. Engage your core as you inhale to rise up, bringing your feet a little bit closer together, finding a squat variation. This might be a high squat, like a sumo or goddess squat here. Toes pointed out slightly. You can stay here, or you can go a bit lower if you like. You can always sit on a block. You can either stay in this low squat or you can play in crow pose, bringing your feet together behind you and trying to balance your thighs and legs on your backs of your triceps. Just playing and having fun here, noticing where your edge is in this pose. Try not to judge yourself, just noticing and observing what you're able to do today. And exhale, finding a child's pose. Knees can be wide or together. Breathing, noticing how you feel right now, any warmth in your body. The squats can be sometimes a challenging posture. We'll come to sit on the floor. You can maybe grab a pillow to sit on if you like. Noticing how you feel in this posture. Legs out in front of you, feet are flexed. You can have your hands by your hips, fingers pointed towards your toes. If you like, you can either stay in stillness or just take a gentle bend forwards, only until you feel a sensation of a stretch in the backs of your legs. So it's not about how far you can go, but how far you feel the stretch. We're going to take a half dragonfly pose here. So sweeping out the right leg away from your body, your left foot towards your leg. You can either stay straight up or just bending over that foot, feeling a stretch in your hamstrings. You can take any movement in this pose as well. Inhale to come back to sit and exhale, leaning forwards. It's going to switch sides here. So opposite leg out and your foot to your thigh. Only coming forwards until you feel a sensation of a stretch in your legs. Being mindful of any tension or sharp pain in your joints. And breathing. Well, inhale your soles of your feet together for a butterfly pose. Your feet can be close or far away from your body. Finding length in your spine. On your exhale, if you like, you can bend forwards. Noticing where you feel the stretch in your legs and hips. Maybe taking a moment, if you like, to massage your feet. Thanking your feet for all the work that they do. Showing them respect. Inhale to rise back up. Just going to stretch out the right leg, bringing the left foot over, and twisting towards the bent side. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to twist, maybe curling in that bottom leg towards you, only if you like. Noticing how this feels, finding any variation that feels comfortable for you. Inhale and exhale, just letting the legs do bounce out, stretch. It's going to do the same on the opposite side. Finding any variation, they can be curled together or straight out. Just taking a twist towards the opposite side, with the bent leg. Inhale to lengthen your spine, exhale to twist. Maybe feeling a release in your low back, massaging your internal organs. Inhale, letting the legs come out in front of you, give them a little shake. It's going to come whatever way is comfortable for you to lay down on your back. Taking your time, any adjustments to feel comfortable. Bringing in your legs towards your chest, giving them a hug, maybe rocking back and forth. Your eyes can be softly gazed or closed, whichever is comfortable for you. And finding stillness, bringing your feet towards your hips. Knees are bent. Inhale to lift your hips and exhale down. Taking bridge pose, inhale up. Exhale down, moving with your breath as you inhale up, exhaling down. Finding stillness. Across your left ankle, across your right knee. You can either stay there pushing your knee away or reaching through to bring your thigh towards your chest. This is a reclined pigeon pose. Might feel a stretch in your glutes. If you like, you can rotate your ankle in both directions. Breathing here. Exhale to switch sides. Bringing your right ankle across your left knee. You can either stay here or reach through and grab your thigh or shin, hugging it towards you. If you like, you can rotate your ankle in both directions. And breathing and just taking note of how this stretch feels for you. Working within your boundaries for today. Exhale, both legs down, just windshield wiping them back and forth at your own pace. Finding stillness, maybe lengthening your legs. You can take any final stretches if you like, or else come to your final rest. Doing whatever you need to do to make it comfortable for you today. Maybe your legs are out wide, or your feet can be together for a reclined butterfly. Or you can even lie on your side with your arm as a pillow. Or you can also sit, whichever is comfortable for you right now. Taking a moment to breathe. Notice your natural rhythm of your breath. Maybe any pulsating of the blood in your body, the beating of your heart. Taking a moment to reflect on your practice today. Acknowledging how your body worked for you today. How it functioned to stretch and move through all the different poses that you went through. And thanking your body for also showing you signals and a little alarms of where your edge is. Each day is different. We may be able to stretch in certain ways in one day, but the next day we might feel a bit more open or a bit more tense. That is completely natural. Just noticing, acknowledging, and respecting what your body needs each new moment. As you continue breathing, just acknowledging the different areas in your body, your feet, legs, your torso, pelvis, your arms and hands, your neck and shoulders, and finally your head. Just noticing them and breathing. You can either stay laying in your final resting as long as you like, or whenever you're ready, begin to return your breath to your body, gently wiggling your toes, your fingertips, and curling your feet, rocking your head side to side, bringing your knees up, windshield wiping your legs back and forth ever so gently. And when you're ready, rolling to either side, using your arm as a pillow, taking a moment to show gratitude and respect to your body for all the work it has done for you today in this practice. And when you're ready, engaging your core as you inhale to come to a comfortable seating position, maybe cross-legged. If you like, you can inhale the arms up and exhale the arms down. Inhale the arms up and exhale down, and once more, exhale arms down. Thank you for practicing with me here today, befriending your body. Take care.